We are back, and I cannot wait. We are going to talk about First Friday. Miss Faith is here to talk about what the library, because you guys are going to jump on board.
We are.
So what kind of new and exciting things are you guys going to be doing for First Friday?
Well, it will be the main library, since that's our downtown facility, and we will be doing all different kinds of things. And one of the things that I'm really excited about is that I think that as a somewhat larger organization, as opposed to the downtown businesses, which tend to be cozy little businesses,
Sure.
that we maybe have a different clientele base. And so I'm hoping that we will be able to publicize the event to our patrons or customers, and then some of those people who maybe haven't heard about what's going on in the downtown will not only come to the library, but will wander on downtown and check out what's going on everywhere else. So I hope that we will be a bonus for the smaller businesses that are downtown.
Now, this is new for you guys, because do you normally stay open that late in the evening time?
Well, we do not on Fridays.
Okay.
We are open until 8 p.m., Monday through Thursday, and we actually will be open until 8 p.m. at the main library then on the first Friday. And we are closing at 8 rather than 9. I know that other First Friday events end at 9 or even later. We feel that it would be more consistent with the rest of our hours, and because we need to have quite a few people to run our shift, it works better for us to close at 8. But we have promised that we will send any stragglers downtown to the other, you know, when they leave our place at 8, we can send them on to other establishments if they still are ready for more fun.
Now, absolutely, there's a huge benefit for the downtown businesses, because you guys really do service a lot of people in Kokomo and Howard County. But what do you expect to bring it back to you? What kind of benefit do you think you'll see?
Well, I certainly feel as if it will be positive for people's impression of the library, that we're really involved with the community. If something exciting is happening in the community, we want to be there. Now, of course, if something difficult was happening, we would want to be playing a role with that too. In this case, it's something really positive, which is more fun, of course, than difficulties. But I think that a lot of it is the perception that the library is really here for the whole community. And certainly, I think it will build great relationships with the downtown community, that we are willing to be supportive of this really huge endeavor that they're undertaking. Now, can we talk about what you guys have planned, or is it a secret? Because some people don't want to let that out too soon. I can tell you some of the things that are confirmed. In May, one of the things that we'll be doing for adults is in keeping with kind of the arty theme that often is happening on First Fridays. And we have someone who will be demonstrating and showing various stages of a particular craft that we had on our Facebook page, and it was hugely popular, people asking about it and sharing it and commenting on it. And so we'll be letting people see the inside scoop of how they could make that. And we know that not everyone is into that kind of thing, so of course our regular services will be open. So very cool. You know, if Mom wants to stand and really look at the wreath and Dad has had enough of that, he could go and read Car and Driver. Okay? But we also will have a kids craft that night that will be kind of open-ended, so they can make more than one, and they can do what they want, and it can be age appropriate. And so that's in May 3rd, which is coming right up. And in June, we have sort of a little different angle that we're planning that is more some family kinds of things that will be of interest to everybody. Now, you're mentioning family. Is that something, because the library truly is, you know, we've been talking, even though you weren't here, I've been talking about Legoland and all the Nomi things that you've been doing. Are you really going to be geared towards family, since that's really your establishment, what that is? Well, we really hope to make sure we have things of interest to families, particularly if you have smaller children. You know, if you have a family of 4 and your children are 3 and 6, half of your family consists of people who are small, have sticky fingers, and break things. So some of the small downtown businesses might not be real comfortable for long periods of time. So we really want to make an effort to have some extra things if you have especially a younger family. And so one of the things that we do have confirmed for June which I'm personally very excited about, is that the Humane Society will be coming and bringing adoptable animals.
Very nice.
And who doesn't like kittens and puppies, right?
We talked a little bit about it because National Pet Day was Thursday, so we were giving away an adoption, and a beautiful golden retriever named Daisy found a forever home. So.
Well, that's pretty exciting.
I love the Humane Society.
Yes. So, and that's a great opportunity for them because they will be able to be downtown and meeting some of our people. And so that's one of the things. Now we have another activity that's in the works that I'm keeping my fingers crossed about for June. I can't say anything about that because we're still negotiating, but
Sure.
we're hoping that people will really want to come in the back way and take a look at our parking lot that night.
Oh, wow. Boy, you guys really... You're working it out over there. Now, if they do want to find out, the secrets and maybe when things can be announced, is there a way that they can find out what's coming up from the library?
Yes. We will, of course, post our information on the Joint First Friday website, which is firstfridayskokomo.com. And we will have information on our webpage. We always post things on Facebook, so if you're not one of our Facebook fans, now would be a great time to
Absolutely
become
it is.
one. And we also send out an e-newsletter called Notify. And so if you aren't signed up for that, again, that's a place that we will be including all the latest things that are happening. So those are all great ways to know what's going on.
And inside the library, what kind of got this buzz started that says, you know what, we need to support local businesses, we need to be downtown, we need to make that footprint. What made you guys decide to do that?
Well, I think that it is something that the staff are just really on board with. It's something that was an assumption I had when I came, that of course we would do that, and staff have been very excited and supportive. We have a little First Friday committee, and they've been great. And when the library management people heard about it, they were right on board saying, yeah, I think we should be involved with this. This is an opportunity. So I'm fortunate to have a great group of people who really understand that we are part of downtown and this is a great mutual opportunity for us.
And another benefit for First Fridays is your customer base that's already established. Maybe they don't know what is going on downtown on First Friday, so that does give the advertising opportunity to say, hey, look, there's even more. You like this craft opportunity? Maybe go to Planet Mind for their craft or Bonavista Vista for their craft. It's really a partnership, and the YMCA and all of the other businesses like yours are really coming on board and starting to get excited. And the library, I'm telling you guys, I talk about this all the time, free music downloads, free foreign languages, free DVDs basically. All of this stuff is going on right now, right downtown, even beyond the First Friday. There's so much, the Legos. Kids of all ages. I saw some big kids in there playing with those Legos. The partnering with Indiana University Kokomo. You guys have really stepped up to the plate and really become part of the community, like you're saying. I'm sure that excites you, especially I'll still say you're new.
I'm pretty new, 5 months.
But does that excite you to be a part of something even bigger?
Yes, and again, I have to say that this has been a great community to partner in. We have had great responses, and in looking for possible partners for things, everybody has been really happy to work together and seems to understand the value of that, and I really appreciate that about Kokomo.
And back to the topic a little bit for First Friday, what do you see the library in the future? If you could just pick anything, what do you feel you should bring that's even more exciting for First Fridays? I'm putting you on the spot. That's what I do.
Well, I think that one of the things that it gives us an opportunity to do is to offer more experiences as opposed to just materials. And not that we haven't had special programs, we've done a lot of those, but I think it just pushes us to think about what kinds of experiences can we offer for different ages. And how can we have those visible, which given the layout of our main library, often our programs have been shuffled off to the lower level where they're not very visible when you come in the front door or the back door. And so it's causing us to think a little about our furniture and our layout and how we can be creative. But I really think the experience element is something we've wanted to do, and it gives us a chance to try that and a reason to step it up and make progress. You know, sometimes an idea can kind of languish on the back burner.
Sure.
And we can't because we need to jump right in.
Yeah.
I do want to say, however, that because of our the cost of running our larger
the facility,
that in July 5th, which is the first Friday, we will not be open in the evening for that evening because of the Haynes-Apperson Festival and the holiday, and we felt that it would be a better use of our resources to instead plan for August. So come back in August and see us, and we'll be open again for First Fridays.
But again, I can't say this enough. I mean, Oldsmobile, I'll liken it to this. Oldsmobile used to have a tagline when they were working that this is not your father's Oldsmobile. This is not your father's library.
Or your mother.
Because honestly, I can't believe all of the cool things that are really coming out. The science that you guys just did at all the branches, even in Rocheville. I mean, you really are bringing it together, and you really are making it, you know, I say resource, but that's really what you are. But it's even more than that. It's a tool to get hands-on. It's a tool to get involved. And it's a tool to actually take you to another place, even with the languages.
Well, learning takes a lot of shapes and sizes, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And honestly, I've seen some amazing things come out of the library. And I know we can watch the website. I know we can watch, and I know you can be back in the hot seat to tell us more. And the last thing I want to mention before you go, why didn't they choose Digger as the name?
You're talking about the gnome. We better tell people you're talking about the gnome. Actually, there's a good answer for that.
Okay.
Our Facebook friends voted.
They did, and they have spoken.
They have. And you know what? If you let the public choose, then you have the choice they make. So we took several of the most popular from among the staff, the ones that we thought would have the most traction. And we put it out there, and the public has spoken.
I don't even want, to me, he's always going to be Digger.
Well, you may call him whatever you like. We'll refer to him
so
as
selfish.
Your own, but in your mind, he can be Digger.
He can be. You know what? That was a really cool idea, and it was really fun to get the community involved and kind of help them, because it's another form of getting your message out there and in a fun way. So, again, the library truly is working for Kokomo and Howard County, and they're all working together. I mean, you guys are fingered all over the area. You know, Rocheville, Greentown, the south end of town, right here downtown. You came to play.
And speaking of which, the bookmobile, one of the bookmobiles,
Absolutely.
we hope, will be downtown on the square if we can work it out with the city. We're going to have a bookmobile downtown May 3rd during First Friday.
Very, very nice.
Give people the chance to see what a bookmobile is and have the bookmobile people send people up a block to the library. So
very nice. Conjunction. Yeah. Everything. You guys really did come to play. It's really nice to have people who care about the community, who work with the community, and are involved, as you guys are. It's pretty exciting. It's exciting to me. So I appreciate you coming in and talking about First Friday. Again, we will watch your website. We'll watch your Facebook page, because I know there's going to be even more exciting things coming in the months and in June, coming in the back door to see what that parking lot is like. You guys heard it here. It's coming. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.